Okay, welcome to video number 2. Now I'm going to explain the envelope, what the envelope's supposed to look like. This is an example envelope. I include these in my marketing in a box system, so bear with me here. This isn't my good camera. I'm at the office instead of my house, so okay. This is what your envelope that you send your sales letter out is going to look like. Okay, we've done two things here. Okay, first thing up in this corner, you'll see. Now I know this you can't see this really all that great, but like I said, I have a whole marketing system in a box where I walk through all this stuff into minute detail. But you know, you're going to get plenty enough just free right here. But you'll see it says I don't have Barger Concrete in the return address. Instead I put Jason Barger, and I do that very specifically. I do that so when somebody looks at this letter, they say Jason Barger. Okay, you know, who is that? It looks like a letter. See, the way I've put this together, okay, is if you can see that I've used a Courier new font, so it looks almost like a typewriter, or it looks like a typed letter. You'd get, you know, a personal correspondence letter from somebody, from, you know, Uncle Joe or something. So that's why I use this font. Okay, and then when I go and I put my name up there like that instead of my company name, then I add to that even more, that it looks like personal correspondence instead of an advertisement, because then what? We fly under the radar again. So this all works. This is actually the most important thing, because like I said, once they read the headline of your sales letter, either they're interested or they're not. If they're interested, you know, they might not even care if it's an ad or whatever, you know, but at least you bypassed all that and got to that point, got them to read your headline. So either interested or not. So, but doing all these things that I'm about to tell you here will almost guarantee that you'll at least get your letter opened. Okay, and these are the things that I did. First thing was the font. Okay, just like a regular letter, I use my name instead of my business name. Okay, so it looks just like a personal letter from somebody. Okay. Use the Courier new font. It looks like a typewriter, you know, or a typed letter. Okay, those are a few of the things. The next thing is you're going to use a real live first class stamp. Okay, now you start mailing these. If you have somebody stuffing them for you or something, eventually at some point somebody's going to try to talk you into going bulk mail, because you can mail them for less than half the price of a stamp. But believe me, it's not going to achieve everything we're trying to do here with this envelope if you do that. So you're going to want to use a stamp. I think I got some stamps sitting here somewhere. So okay, now what you want to do is use a first class live stamp, and what I do is another trick which helps even more to it. I add commemorative stamps. Okay, in this case, Bob Hope. Got Bob Hope stamps. I've used the Simpsons stamps. I've used Hawaii stamps. I've used any kind of commemorative stamps. I usually just say, give me 1,000 commemoratives, and mix them up at the post office. They give me, you know, a bunch of sheets of these. So, okay. So you got your stamp, your first class stamp. Okay. They don't have to be commemoratives, but I think it just adds to it. Okay. Then you're going to attach that right to your envelope. But if you want to do it even a little more covert, fly under the radar even more, what I do is I put it on a little crooked, or even upside down sometimes. Then, number one, look at that stamp. I mean, somebody's going to see that and notice that for sure. But put it on crooked. They know a person put it on there. It'll draw attention to it a little more. It's a commemorative stamp. They know a person put it on there. It just adds to all the effect we're trying to do, which is get this letter opened. Okay, so we got Courier new font. We got it laser printed on there so it looks like a typed letter. We got our name up here instead of our business name. Okay, we got the recipient's name there. Okay, you always never use Mr. or anything like that. Try to use just first name, first and last name only. No initials, no Mr. You know, Junior would be fine, I suppose, but I even usually leave that out actually. But then you got over here. Let's see, what am I doing here? Over here, you got your first class live stamp attached by a human being because it's crooked, commemorative. All these things right here are going to almost guarantee that this letter gets opened. Okay? So all these things are going to either, one, they're going to make people think that it's a letter from somebody and not an advertisement. Or two, it's just going to intrigue them enough to where they're going to open it no matter what, just to see who is this guy? What's this commemorative stamp? What's all this? It almost guarantees that it gets opened. It's not going to get tossed in the trash, that's for sure. Then they open it up. Boom. You hit them with your headline. Like I said, then they're either interested or not. Then you got to bring them home with the rest of the letter. Which, you know, like I said before, I have my marketing system in a box where I detail all this stuff and walk people through everything, how to print these out on your own printer. I did all these, I got all this stuff ready up and out the door using a simple laser printer. I didn't even take these to a printer. I didn't have to do anything. I used Word. I used Word to print all the letters. I printed thousands of these at a time off my laser printer, printed all the envelopes, printed all the sales letters, and stuffed them all using just the laser printer and, you know, stuff I bought at Office Depot. Again, my marketing system in a box, I walked through all that stuff. There might be a link on this page so you can go check that out if you want to. If not, I'll get it to you at some point. But that's pretty much it. Again, here's what it looks like. Okay. You do all of those things, it'll guarantee somebody will open it, and you just got to have your mail piece right, you know, and make sure that that happens. In the next video, I'm going to talk about a whole bunch of things about what to do and what to write about in your sales letter to keep people reading and those sort of things, so that after you get them with your headline, if they are interested, you can bring them home. So stay tuned for the next video. If there's a link on the site for my marketing system in a box, be sure to check that out. Again, that's just a step-by-step process. Got a big thick manual explaining everything, and 4 audio CDs walking you through this whole system. But if not, I'll see you on the next video.